Alright, so today I'm going to start tearing down the engine on this Wacker Newsom 803 with the Yanmar 3-cylinder engine. I've already opened it up and started taking stuff out, such as the fuel lines going to the injection pump. The only thing I'm really going to do is just really work on getting the head off so I can see the condition of the head and the head gaskets. I've got my kit with all of the components to put it back together with new gaskets. I've got some piston rings in here, pistons, so if we need to, or if I can just go ahead and start looking at replacing that piston if I can get to it. I'm going to try to get to it where I can replace the piston and put new rings and all that on there. So got a lot of little components in here. I'm going to try to work on it this weekend and see what happens. So yeah, like I say, I'm going to start working on it, and got it pulled into the garage, so hopefully we won't have to worry about blocking the truck here. It's pulled to the side here. Like I say, the main thing is the engine, cylinder head, because I mean, I really can't depend on it if I don't know if there's something going on with it causing it to kind of overheat. I'm not sure what's causing it to overheat, so let's go ahead and start pulling it apart. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is remove all of this intake piping. So it looks like to get this radiator out, I've got to take the counterweight off. So I'm going to start just loosening these bolts up. I couldn't find any information on the internet on how much this counterweight weighs. The service manual just says that to drain this radiator, you have to remove the counterweight. So we will see how much it weighs and go from there. It looks like it's moving around. I don't think it weighs that much. Looks like it'll come right off. So that's good. Alright, so I've got the radiator off. So at this point I'm going to pull the fan and the water pump. And then that way, because this is connected to the head, between the pump, the pump's connected to the head and the block. Then I'll start taking apart the injection, then work on the exhaust. I want to leave the exhaust for last, so that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so now I'm bending the exhaust. Trying to see if I can bend it enough to clear these bolts. And then that way I can take this off or get this out enough for the whole head to come off. So we'll see what happens. Now I'm going to start with the valve train, and then the head bolt should be easily visible. Alright, so it's time to zip these heads off. Alright, so the bolts are loose. The head should lift right off. So now we can see what it looks like in here. Kind of look at this in the head and decide if there's a problem. Okay, so for now with the head off, I don't see anything 100%. You know, it looks way out of place. Just looking here at the pre-combustion chambers, I don't see anything. I'm going to take the head gasket off and see if we see anything behind it. Let's see if we see anything. Because I thought I did see a little bit when we did the smoke test. I want to say it was between this cylinder and this cylinder, there was smoke going between the two cylinders. But, you know, I don't know if maybe one of the valves was slightly open or... So, that's the gasket there. I don't see anything obvious between the two. I'd have to kind of clean this up to see if there's any cracks in the head as well. So we'll have to just kind of take it apart here and see what's going on. So I don't see anything. This head actually looks pretty good to me. I don't see anything obvious, any obvious cracking or anything. But, you know, of course, it could be something microscopic that I can't see here, but I don't see anything obvious. So that's a good thing. All right, so I just got finished scraping off the old head gasket. I don't see anything obviously wrong. So yeah, don't see anything wrong there. Don't see anything wrong on the head. And that's the head gasket. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start vacuuming all this up. Tried to keep any dirt out of there as much as I could. And then after that, I'm gonna start looking at pulling the pistons. So yeah, we're gonna go do that. Alright, so I just took the injectors out of the head here, and in the middle I see what looks like, I guess, the heat shield on the middle cylinder number 2. But if I look over here on this side, look like it's open right there. So with it being open, I don't think that's correct. Same thing with this one. And that could have been, yeah, it's like wide open. There's nothing there at all. So it could be that's what's causing the noise. I don't know. This one is the loudest, but the other two get loud as well, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Alright, now that I've cleaned up the head about as much as I can, now I'm trying to get these heat shields out. Like I said, this one here on this side is completely blown through. There's no cup like this one here. This one looks like it's got the cup but this one here does not have a cup. It just goes straight through. So I'm trying to salvage this head. Hopefully I can kind of see this washer starting to come out now, the copper washer. Let's see if I can get a better picture here. So looks like it's starting to come out a little bit. Oh man. Oh yeah. I may have to go get something a little bit stronger to pry with. Because this is a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, so I got that one out. That's just a copper washer. So according to the diagram on the parts website, there's a washer on the bottom, a cup, and then another washer. So I have replacement cups, or heat shields as they call them, or nozzle protectors as they call them here. It's all indirect injection technology. Basically all different names of the same parts. And washers, so these are new washers. So I just have to clean out all of this as much as possible so I can put in new heat shields, well, washers, heat shields, and then washers again. So this one here, this one looks good. I don't even know if I'm really gonna mess with this one. I guess I should, but as you can see, it needs cleaning. But yeah. All right, so I was able to hit it from the back through the pre-combustion chamber and knock it out through the injection hole, so it looks like it is working a little bit to come out. At least on this one. I don't know about some of the other ones, but I was able to get this one out and this one as well. So you can see here it's completely blown through. Let me put it like that. I mean, it's completely blown out here. So I don't know if that would have made a difference as far as the noise, but we'll just pop new ones in and shouldn't be a problem. So I got the oil pan off. I don't know what kind of gasket they used, but it's very good stuff. I mean, it's pretty much very hard. So got the head off, got the oil pan off. So now we're gonna go look and see what's under there. For now, let's see what's under it. All right, so that's what it looks like. We're gonna have to pull some of this off so we can get to the rods and pull the rods out. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to record all of this, but we'll see what we can do. All right, so I just knocked the piston out from the bottom here, the first piston. So this is what it looks like. As you can see the light down there. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to take it to the bench and look at it. This is basically what it looks like. A little bit of scoring there, but I don't see anything really terrible. I'd have to kind of look at it a little bit more. But yeah. That's what it looks like. Alright, so first thing I notice is that these piston rings are almost lined up with each other. They're supposed to be 120 degrees from each other. The gaps are supposed to be 120 from each other. So I don't know if somebody might have came in here and did some work or what. That's really odd. I mean, that's really odd. It shouldn't be like that. I mean, because that definitely can cause smoking. So, oh well, I'll fix it and put it back together right. Alright, so I took everything out and everything looks pretty good actually. But I wasn't really expecting any problems on the bottom end. But the pistons themselves don't look too bad actually. But I mean, since they're already out, I'm gonna go ahead and replace them with new pistons and rings. But yeah, I mean, so far, I mean, it looks pretty good. I just don't understand why I don't know if it's been opened before, but it looks like the rings were the ring gaps were all facing the same direction, except on this one. This one, I believe it had two facing the same direction, but the other one was on the other side. So I don't know. This engine, like I say, when you're cranking it, even with no fuel, it wants to puff blue smoke. So I was able to get the smoke down to a reasonable level with engine restore, but I still kind of want to know why is it trying to smoke like that. So I'll be replacing the pistons and the rings anyway and see what happens.